Hey, what's up? This is Chris from Bristol Rock Guitar, and I'm coming at you from the BRG Studios in Mansfield to bring you a beginner's version of Runnin with the Devil by Van Halen. Yes, indeed. This is for anyone out there who's a beginner, just as like a play-along version, so that you have like a basic rough version that you can just jam along with the track. If you can't quite master the full version. But it's also for anyone who wants to come along to our Get Up and Rock Band Workshop on the 1st of November 2014. More details in the description below. So if you're watching this from the future and you've already been, then hello, I hope you had a good time. I'm going to apologize straight away for messing up the name of the band, straight away from the first go there. I'm doing this as like a one-take thing because I didn't want to have to mess around with video editing and stuff like that, because I wanted to get it out to you, the people, in plenty of time for the workshop. So I apologize sincerely if I mess up a bit, so don't be too harsh on me, internet. This is going to be a really simplified version, right? It's almost as simple as I could possibly make it. If you're still finding it difficult, then I'm going to suggest a few ways you can make it even simpler as we go. Okay, as you can see, I'm reading off of a script here, so bear with me if I'm looking down a lot. But hopefully I'm going to lay this lesson out nicely so that it's really easy to follow. Before we start, grab your tuner. We're going to tune the E standard, and I'm going to talk more about the tuning of this song later on. But for the purpose of this video, for the playthrough, we're going to be doing it in E standard. Okay, don't forget to download the tabs. I'll put those in the description. So go ahead and pause the video and go and do that, and I'll be here when you get back. Are you back yet? Right. Okay, let's go. We're going to go through it part by part. There's 3 different parts. At the end, I'm going to do a whole playthrough of the whole song, so that you can play along with me and then figure out how it all fits together like that. Now in the tablature here, I have put in some guides to the structure. You probably almost definitely can't see that, but they're there, and I'll explain kind of how that works later. What's left to say? Remember, you can pause the video, you can always rewind, etc. And I'm going to put some links in the description so you can quickly go back and forth through the video, so you don't have to hear me waffle for too long. In fact, you may have already skipped this part. Cool, so let's go for the first section. So this is the intro / chorus / breakdown and the outro. We're going to use it for a whole bunch of different sections. We're going to keep coming back to it. You'll recognize it like this. Go something like this. Okay, remember that was just a demonstration, so if I didn't get that quite right, please don't be too mean, internet. But what we're going to do is the bass line, which goes something like this. Yeah, just the open E string, basically. Remember, we're doing this as a play-along version. That means we're playing with a band. So remember, you're doing this as a part of a whole. So don't get too hung up on, not playing the proper part. If you want to learn that, go ahead and I absolutely recommend. If you find any of this stuff too easy, go away, try and learn the full part, and then you can kind of mix and match. So if some bits are too hard, you can try the easy version. If other bits are too easy, you can try the full version. Okay, so we're just on the open E string, and we're going to play each E, open E, at the start of each chord note. So in other words, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay. The trick is to get the note length just right. To do this, you need to mute the string, and it's probably better to think of it more like 8th notes with an 8th note rest, one after another, and that's how I've put it in the tab. So what you end up with is like this, E rest, E rest, E rest, E rest, pretty much, okay? The way to do that is use the flat part of your hand on your left hand, like this, and just gently place it against the string. Okay, the other way of doing it is to use the kind of side of your right hand, your picking hand, and do the same kind of thing. You just place it against the string. Now, the best way to get the clearest rest is to use both hands, like that. Careful, you have to be careful to avoid fret buzz. So you can do this. A lot of people tend to do this. Yeah, don't grip too tight. You don't want to actually push the string down on the fret. Just placing your hand gently on the string. If you like, you can pause now, practice that until you get the technique right, and then we will try it together. Okay, so the next thing that's surprisingly tricky to get is getting each of those really evenly spaced out. In other words, getting your timing just right. Actually, you find this a skill even really experienced musicians, myself definitely included, needs to work on. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to set a metronome to practice. Not everyone's into playing with metronomes, I appreciate that. But some people kind of find it relaxing in a strange way. It's a good practice to get into if you can. Otherwise, just try it with the track. So here we go. I'm going to set my metronome up here to around 96 beats per minute, which is where I estimated it. Again, that might be slightly off, but I think it's pretty good. So, playing E's. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, E rest, E rest, E rest, E rest, E rest, E rest. Keep going. Hope you got on well with that. Moving on. Let's have a look at the verses. Okay, so here's what we're going to play. The full version actually goes something like this. Again, remember, it's just a demonstration, guys. All right? Something like this. What we're going to do is quite simply this. Right? Dead easy, right? Okay. You have to pay attention to the gap. So you have to pay attention to the timing. Right. Now, here's how we're going to do that. Let's try running through that. So we're going to start with an open A string like so. A. Then take probably your second finger is probably going to work best here. On the 3rd fret, that gives us a G. And then to the open, to the open A again. So you get A, G, A, right? And then we count. We're going to count like this. A, G, A, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that'll help you keep in time. So it's A, G, A, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then again, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then an open E. So we'll do that one more time. A, G, A, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, G, A, 3, 4, 5, 6, E. Cool. Now, if you find that tricky with the changing of the strings, please try to get that, because it's a really important skill to be able to change strings like that. But you could also try the 5th fret to the 3rd fret and back again like this. A, G, A. Or even with one finger. A, G, A, 3, 4, etc. So, I'm going to try that again now with the metronome. So, you can pause now if you like and practice, and then come back and play along with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, G, A, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, G, A, 3, 4, 5, 6, E. And again. A, G, A, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, G, A. 3, 4, 5, 6 to the E. And there you go. There you have your verses. Okay, the last section we're going to learn is the solo backing. We're going to play 3 different power chords, and it's going to sound something like this. Cool. So let me explain how I did that. Okay, we're starting with an A power chord, and you're going to take your first 2 fingers, place your first finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, that's the 3rd string down, then take your middle finger, place it on the 2nd fret of the G string, that's the 4th string down, okay? And then you're going to pick 3 strings, the A, the D, and the G, all together at the same time like this. Hopefully your guitar will be slightly more in tune. So there's your A power chord, and you count 4 beats. It's a whole note, so like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Second chord is a G, or a G power chord. Sometimes we call this easy G or mini G. You take your 3rd and your 4th finger, and you place it on the 3rd frets of the B and the E, and you strum 3 strings like this. That for 4 beats. Okay, now you go back to the A. So I like to think of this like going back and forth between your 2 kind of pairs of fingers. If you can do the live long and prosper Star Trek thing, then you should be fine here. So you go A with these 2 fingers, A, 2, 3, 4 to the G, 2, 3, 4 to the A, 2, 3, 4 to the G, then to the E. Yeah, pretty simple. Sorry, I didn't quite explain the E. The E is the open strings B and E like this. Okay.